watching Rochelle. Really enjoy the Eaton County Fair all hour long, and now you can too, now until July 12th. But there is one spot at the fair that she hasn't covered just yet, and that is the 4-H. And before she rounds out the fair festivities, she has to make a stop out there. Rochelle, how's it going?
It is going fantastic, but let me tell you, you can't talk about the fair without talking about 4-H and FFA. So that's why Pete is here with us again. Now, Pete, tell me a little bit about why you call this area the heartbeat of the fair.
Well, this is where all the kids do the hard work. They raise their animals, not just the cows behind us, but the pigs and the sheep. We have rabbits, and they get to do the showmanship. So they're getting judged by judges out of town, which is incredible. It's a lot of work they put into this.
Yeah. A lot of animals here, a big variety of animals, but a big variety of kids behind them, raising them, taking care of them, kind of teaching them what it's like to be an adult, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's not the regular day-to-day. I mean, they have to get up and feed these animals. They walk them. They got to take care of them all day long.
Yeah, all day long, and they're doing this outside of school, but during the school year as well. What's a day-to-day look like for a child who's in 4-H?
Oh, that's a pretty busy one. They have to get up in the mornings there and like I said, take care of their animals. Then we do the showmanships, which they actually dress up for. It's a really big deal. So they get their nice outfits on, their Sunday best, if you will, and they get into the arenas and start showing them off.
I like that. They're putting on their Sunday best so that this way they can be their best. Not only them, but their animals too as well. But I know another reason why you hold this area, which is all the way at the back of the fair, but you hold it in the front of your heart because this is where your daughter started. Tell us about her.
Absolutely. My daughter started a few years ago. She was raising pigs and she came down to this fair. We've been coming here for a while, but then she started getting interested in raising the animals and doing the showmanship and done very well at it. And ever since then, we've been coming back.
Yeah, very well. She's gotten a few medals now.
Yeah.
You have to tell me, which medal did she get that really pulled her in?
Well, the first show, as a matter of fact, she came in second place, and I think that was the hook that brought her in for the rest of those years. Now she's on the board, and that's invited me to the board, so we get that daddy-daughter time that we were talking about yesterday. So
I love to hear that daddy-daughter time. And second place in her first competition.
Yep.
How
correct.
exciting. And what's her name?
Caitlin Farrell.
Caitlin, hi Caitlin. I hope you're watching. Do you have a message for Caitlin?
Love you, girl.
How adorable. That is wonderful. And what do you think is the biggest change that you saw in Caitlin from the first day she entered into these barns, from the last day when she said, hey, I'm going to start taking over and being a volunteer board member?
Yeah, it's just the responsibility she's adapted into. You watch her grow up, and now she's a young woman. You just got to be proud of that.
You definitely got to be proud, and literally all throughout this afternoon, we've walked through this entire midway, the entire fairgrounds, like I said, all the way to the front, all the way to the back, and you get to see all the work, all the people who are involved here, and they have similar stories just like you, right? It starts as one generation and continues.
Absolutely. There's generation after generation that does this, and like I said, our focus is all on the kids here, and we give them opportunity to show these animals, and they do a great job.
Absolutely. So with that being said, of course, people can join you guys all throughout the week. Tell us about some of the shows that they can find when they get here to the Eaton County Fairgrounds.
Well, we have actually a new glass blower that's in town. He's be here this week, to the rest of the week through Saturday. We got some grandstand events. We're actually going to have tractor pulls the rest of the week, starting tomorrow. Some of those tractors are pretty big and shiny. We also got a woodcarver in town. And Muxlow has exotic animals, so if you're interested in reptiles, he's got all the information you need.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've given us all the information that we need throughout this afternoon. And like we said, it's the events, it's the 4-H, it's the FFA, it's the rides, it's the foods, but most importantly, it's the family that comes here together. The entire Eaton County Fairgrounds is made up of volunteers, just like we have here with Pete. So make sure you check out EatonCountyFair.com so this way you can get your tickets, and this way you can experience everything that is going on right here. But Pete, thank you so much for being our tour guide. Do you have a message for everybody at home to come on out?
Yeah, absolutely, come on out. But I do want to put a big thanks to the community, the sponsors, and the families that help us out support this fair. 170 years.
170 years. Let's give them another round of applause. Another 171 that they're going to have coming up. But we'll see you guys soon, and I'll send it back to you in studio.